some of the youngsters already has about a season or two with us, and that is enough experience.
When you look at these young talents, these are guys who are very hungry, and coming into a club like Chelsea, it is already a feeling and a vibe for them.
He has worked with experienced coaches. He mentioned them, the Ancelotti, Pellegrini, and Co. He didn't even mention Pep. He didn't mention Pep.
The last 5 games we played defined how we are actually supposed to play. That is how Chelsea identity is made.
Maresca come in, we should just give him the freedom.
But we wanted to give him time, but he made sure he identified who he was early.
The game, you are not supposed to win. Portugal and win. That was the start.
How can Arsenal score us 5? 5. 1.
5.
A top 4, a domestic cups, and then finally, I want a team where there's.
That's how can you get 9 yellow cards without any committing any foul? You're just indisciplined.
Yeah.
The 9th one was he was on the bench. Enzo scored a goal. Villager like that. He ran into the field.
Vice captain, I would go for. I'm excited about KDH.
The reason why he being a striker, I don't think they will give him time to.
Something a lot of people are not realizing. Look, you see the management we have right now. They are not in for bad. Last season we had challenges with height.
Yes.
And if you see all the new signings, we are going for 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. Arsenal in a Champions League final losing. It's not anything.
It's yes.
Hello, Chelsea Tribe mates. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Blue Podcast right here on Chelsea Tribe Africa. My name, Chelsea Prince. As usual, guys, we have all the boys in the building, all the men in the building. Yeah.
Let me hit
Go power.
Yeah.
All right, so today we are going to be talking about the Maresca project. What Maresca is sort of putting together for us as a club and all of that. And to my left, I have
the bearded Chelsea.
The bearded Chelsea guy.
Straight from 2003.
Yes, sir.
Straight from 2003 till
the bearded guy.
Chelsea
the bearded
forever.
Chelsea guy. as well as my man DJs in the building.
I forget celebration. Oh, I forget.
No, I mean they do like this.
No, this is new. I need an old legend. Drogba is on a different level. We talk about Chelsea.
Celebration.
I should get one of the old ones.
Amazing, man. Anytime you catch us here, it's exciting and it's entertaining.
Absolutely.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you'll never regret it. All right, guys, let's talk about, our last episode, we spoke about Maresca and his interview and things that are happening in Chelsea. Preseason training already starting and all of that. Today, I want us to look at we take a holistic look at the Maresca project. What is Maresca looking at doing with this, with our club? Do you have any idea? Because we've seen him sign, or we've seen the club sign a lot of more younger talent. Is there a certain project Maresca is building around? Because we all have said that we have not been happy where Chelsea has come from or is coming from. Then it means there has to be something different, as you said in our previous episode. What are you looking out for? What are you hoping to see?
Okay, we are looking at a particular style of play this time around. People do call for experience, but then to me, with the coach we have, Maresca, probably we don't need experience, but we rather need the ideas to work. And with what he has done at the academy of Man City, worked with Guardiola, and then his recent role he left, and that is the Leicester project.
Coach, yeah.
It is enough for him to perform with all the tools he has at Chelsea right now. Some of the youngsters already has about a season or two with us, and that is enough experience to me, because we are talking about Chelsea here. We are talking about Premier League, and they are here and they have played under some coaches. Some had the opportunity to play with Potter before Poch, and that is enough. It's an exposure. Sometimes when we talk about experience and then we bring in the age, we have younger ones with much experience. They are putting older guys in bench. So what is the experience? Is the ability to play for a longer period? That's what we are looking at.
And for me, like really, it is the willingness of the player to actually do more,
to unlock all the hidden talents.
With like experience alone don't play ball.
Yeah.
You should be willing to explore all your arsenals and be able to, come out and deliver. Because when you look at these young talents, these are guys who are very hungry, and coming into a club like Chelsea, it is already a feeling and a vibe for them.
That's
they
what
would
I
want
said
to
already.
prove themselves, and they would want to they are eager to play. You go and sign a player who is already seen it all. He comes, there's nothing at stake. It's like there's nothing.
I've made it, so
you get
the
it.
team has
so for
to
me,
worship
I've always been
Yes.
around, even within our setting here. I've always been somebody who has always been very, very keen on recruiting talents from the base.
Yes.
When they are
the
young,
when
they are hungry.
they're hungry, right? When they come, they put their all. They play for you. They play for the team. They play for themselves. They play for their families, right? But when these players have already seen the big monies, they've seen the big clubs.
What is there
to see again?
What is there to play
You get
for?
it. So for me, I think though, like we need a little bit of experience, but then just as you said, we have some players who have already gained some experience. Caicedo came to Chelsea from another experienced club. So players like that have already gotten some experience.
Yeah,
So
we have Caicedo, who has the experience already. We have Chilwell, whom I'm praying to leave us very soon.
He should go.
We have Reece James. He
so
has
I think,
every aspect.
I think it's,
if we want to mention,
yeah.
I think we have the experience. It's all about getting along with the ideas.
And the coach being able to communicate
yes.
his project very well
Simple
for the
as that.
players to understand. Because in as much as the coach might be good, if the players are not able to fall in place with regards to the idea he's bringing on board, at the
becomes
end
a
of the day, it
problem.
becomes a problem.
Yeah,
But when they are all on the same page, you realize that everybody's excited, everybody's happy to deliver, and things are going well for the club. Basit, I don't know what you think.
Yeah, for me, the Maresca project, I'll use yesterday's video.
As an example.
Yes. If you see the communication he gave us, you'll be like more cheerful. And for the training ground, you could see the excitement of the players. They were all smiling around, like training. I saw a picture of Maresca and Lavia. He held Lavia. He was communicating with him. And if for Enzo Maresca, one thing I'm happy is those he has worked with. He has worked with experienced coaches. He mentioned them, the Ancelotti, Pellegrini, and co. He didn't even mention Pepe. He didn't mention Pepe.
Has the rivalry started?
He didn't even
Has the
mention
rivalry
Pepe.
just started?
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't say anything. I'm just. So if you check like what he said yesterday, you could see like he's in for something. And from City, he was part of Pep's team, the team which took the treble. From that, he went to Leicester. He has performed.
Created his own
Do you get it?
dynasty
And
there.
he's a young manager.
Yeah.
And Chelsea as a team, we are the youngest team in the Premier League.
Yeah, looking at the averages we have. Yeah.
So you could see like young coach, young players. Once you can see how the communication will be.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy.
What is happening?
Yes.
And that takes me to my next question.
Yeah.
Is he rebuilding Chelsea from a point where things were very awful to a new era where we go back to the glory days of where we used to be proud to anytime Chelsea is playing to put on the Chelsea jersey and go out there and watch the game? Do you see that Maresca is rebuilding the team, or he's just coming to continue from what your friend Pochettino left? Because if you can see, I think there've also been some changes in the team. The medical staff some of them are being out. New team, new people coming in. Do you think it's a rebuild?
I'll allow Bashi to take that.
For me, I don't think he's the one doing the rebuild.
Okay.
The one who was supposed to do the rebuild was Potter.
Okay.
That fraudulent scammer. But Potter, I learned now coaches inter schools. So I'm not surprised. Potter was the one supposed to do the rebuild, but he couldn't do it. So Maresca is just coming to continue the job. You get it? He's taking us higher because per what Poch did last season, we could see improvements at the end of the season. So I think Maresca is just coming to continue what his Poch
But
did.
don't you think that is his own, way of rebuilding? Because he said his ideas are different. His
definitely
way of doing
Definitely,
things are
we are
different.
looking at an Argentine and an Italian.
Exactly.
And looking at those who play the Argentine kind of football and Italian football.
And you also know that when you have two people whose ideas are different, you cannot continue from where the other one stopped. You just have to come in and then, make your own.
because the reason why I'm saying if he's going to start again, we'll go back.
Yeah.
How? What do you mean?
If he's going to start again, let's say he has to start everything from the scratch again.
No. It does. If you are rebuilding, you don't necessarily have to start from scratch.
You see, one thing about
You are
our
rebuilding
squad,
with what you have or what is available.
You see,
trying to restructure things and then get it
one
working.
thing about the Chelsea squad is we have the quality players.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't really blame the players. It's just time. They need time to adapt. And most of them, they've gotten it. Some, let's say, 2-3 seasons.
Yeah.
Do you get it? It's only our new signings that let's say like they are not coming.
But you also agree that the coach also has an impact in how the players play.
100%.
So
Yes.
that's the point I'm making. So if we have a new idea, it could actually be that it was these guys giving us the performance we want because of the kind of system they were playing.
The reason why I don't want to say it's rebuild. If you put that in your mind, we are going back.
Okay, maybe that's his understanding of rebuild. I don't know what you think.
I feel like we are not rebuilding,
Okay.
but we are continuing. But we are continuing in a faster pace.
Yes.
Okay. Watch how I was able to stream a bit of our training yesterday and looking at what Maresca is putting out there. That was not what Poch and Potter did. Potter's style was I can't really figure out. I know Poch's own was physical. Getting your physical being as a footballer, pushing you beyond your limit, unlocking new talents and tools. Now, yesterday, what I saw within the shortest possible time, I streamed the training. I'm looking at a tactical revamp, new ideas, positional football. I know.
So when you mention all of these things, what does it mean?
It
Because
means
if you say
we
he's
are going at a
continuing-
faster pace.
No, if you say he's continuing
Yes.
and going at a faster pace, it
Pace,
means
yes.
he's picking what has been left and he's going in the same direction.
Yeah,
the point I'm making is
yes.
that when you are changing a lot of things,
Yes.
you are rebuilding, you are restructuring. Because if he comes and then he is still going ahead with what Pochettino left, then we can say he's continuing and actually
I
doing
would
things.
say he's continuing. I said he's continuing in
Okay.
the sense that you see the 5 games we won at the end of the season was actually how we're supposed to play.
Yes.
One, but due to
but you
misprofiling of
would
players,
agree that
Yes.
Maresca has said that he's coming with new ideas.
Yes.
And you have said that in his training.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of
a
different
lot
things.
of changes,
Yes,
about
so-
3 to 4
and
changes.
We've sat here to also talk about how the kind of new younger talent he's bringing.
Yes.
For me, I see it as a rebuild towards the future.
I
Not
see it as
necessarily
a continuation because
yeah.
I told
All right.
just like I mentioned before, the last 5 games we played defined how we are actually supposed to play.
Okay.
Because of the return of some players like Reece James, some a cameo from players like Cucurella, Nkunku. You see, Chukwu Emeka. That is how Chelsea identity is made. We have this kind of attacking and fluid football. Yeah, because years back we used to defend deep and strike on counter.
Yes,
but
Mourinho
it
style,
changed
yeah.
slowly when the Mourinho Escobar kind of football left Chelsea. The other coaches that came brought in this style that we are having currently, which even though Maresca would introduce 1 or 2, but it's actually, to me, I feel like we are continuing with that direction. To me.
I think that is fair.
Yeah.
as I said, I mean, we can agree to disagree. So, guys, you guys should be the judges. Let us know what you think about this particular conversation, whether Maresca is actually continuing or you think he's rebuilding. For me, as I stated, it's a complete rebuild. Rebuild, it doesn't really mean that you are changing everything.
Yeah.
You can rebuild from, however or wherever you think it. Once you have a different philosophy and a different idea, and not the same idea the previous coach have, you are rebuilding in your own sphere of things. So for me, that is my point as well. But then let's look at the fact that as we said, they've always been pressure for what's the name, for coaches to deliver, both from the fans and both from management and all over. Are we going to be able to give Maresca the time, as you guys said, to continue, or if I said to rebuild and give us that Chelsea we all expect to have?
For me,
are we going to be patient?
We have to be patient because sucking Poch, I was not really happy just because, like, I don't want someone to also come and start
all over again. At
the end of the season, we could see Poch was also winning games. So let's say we gave him time, he would have. But I don't trust him.
Okay.
Yes. So Maresca coming, I just hope he signed 5 years, right?
Yeah, 5.
We should just give him the freedom. Do whatever you want. You get it? We should make it a long-term project. If you check Pep and this guy, Klopp, it's...
And even Arteta. Yeah.
If Arteta was supposed to be a Chelsea coach, like
we prefer gone.
But now Arteta is performing. So let's give him time.
So you think we have that problem of just hurriedly?
Let's just give him time.
Even Poch, we wanted to give him time, but he made sure he identified who he was early.
Yes.
Losing some games at the early side of...
The games you are not supposed to lose. Poch will come in.
How can Arsenal score as 5?
The game you are not supposed to win. Poch will go and win. That was the start.
How can Arsenal score as 5? 5. 1. 5.
Okay.
That alone, from that moment, I knew he was not our coach anymore. We have our losses, but it shouldn't be an Arsenal with such numbers against us. I can take a loss from probably Manchester, Everton, or Liverpool, but Arsenal, no. Tottenham, no. And God being so good, Arsenal, Tottenham didn't get us that
Tottenham,
much.
You see Tottenham.
But Arsenal's own, it was just painful. Imagine you manage, because you manage a draw. That game was a managed game. We had them outright, and then Sanchez and then some of the boys actually made us useless mid-game. And that's one thing I always blame Poch for. We had Arsenal first leg, it was a draw. Second leg, they mauled us 5.
So guys, with this continuation or rebuild, because I have to add a rebuild, because I have not agreed that it's continuation. What are the deliverables we are looking at in the season? Are we that, are we saying that he should bring everything, all the silverware?
No.
What are we looking at? What is your expectations?
Okay. For me, it's very simple. I want a top 4. I want one of the domestic cups. Yeah, a top 4, a domestic cups. And then, finally, I want a team where there's more than 80% discipline. Everyone accepts their role.
Yes.
If you are supposed to play as a substitute, a rotational player, if you are supposed to play as a captain, deliver as a captain. Your attitude should be that of a captain's attitude. If you are starting in your first 11, even though it's not guaranteed, but you should play like a first 11 player. If you are coming in as a substitute, make sure you come in as a super substitute. You are bringing something to the table. Let's say, for example, if Cole Palmer falls on the bench and he's coming, make sure you are giving us the 5-star performance every day you deliver. Yes. Even on the horrible day, Cole Palmer is always able to give us some numbers. And it's inspirational. So I expect this. 1, top 4, a domestic cup, And then what? Discipline, individual attitude, like polish the individual attitude. This is what I expect from the team. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I would say top 4. Even if we go trophyless, I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Top 4, as my brother said, discipline. Last season, I studied something about Pochettino's Chelsea. We're not disciplined. Reece James was not disciplined.
Yeah.
Jackson, how can you get 9 yellow cards without any committing any foul? You're just indisciplined.
Yeah.
The 9th one was he was on the bench. Enzo scored a goal. Villager like that. He ran into the field. Like Reece James, as a captain, they fouled you. You're on the floor. You kick someone.
Yeah.
You get a red card.
Yeah.
Penalty. Kopama's penalty issue.
Noni Madueke was there.
Madueke, Jackson, you are not the penalty taker.
Yeah.
You were insistent for them to give you the ball. They were not disciplined. So I hope this Maresca project, he should discipline the boys.
Accept your rules.
Someone like James,
Yeah.
he should discipline him. Last season, James had 2 red cards.
But do you think that calls for change of leadership in the field?
If we are able to change our vice captain, I'm okay.
The vice captain,
Justified.
James, I don't really have
He's
a
okay.
problem with,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's not disciplined. His first red card last season, they gave him the ball, move forward. He tried to move back. He lose the ball, then fouled, got a straight this
red card. Yeah.
The second one too, someone has fouled you on the floor, then you kick. As a captain, you're not supposed to do that. You're not disciplined.
So who would you want the vice captain to be?
Vice captain, I would go for Fofana. Yeah, I would go for Fofana or any one of the goalkeepers.
For me, even the captain for last season, Gallagher really impressed me being a captain. He was better than James and Chilwell, being a captain. And Gallagher, I hope he stays. Although
I really want him to stay.
I'm not a fan
of him, but
I'm not
I really
a fan
want
of
him
Gallagher
to.
because the what he's playing, he's not playing any Barca football that he's playing. So we want quality, not for you coming to run around. And
You are not a dog.
No, you're not a dog or a donkey. No, we don't want that.
Okay.
So let's say the vice captain, someone like Enzo too, and I think Enzo, they said he's not vocal.
Yeah, and the language.
And
I think that was what gave Gallagher the edge.
Yes.
To be wearing captain armband ahead of players like Thiago Silva and then the likes. You know, you need someone.
Communication is very important.
Yeah, you need someone who can speak to referee according to some of their rules. If not
James,
the captain,
for instance, James, you won't see him talking.
he doesn't talk. He's
James
just an
doesn't
action
talk.
man. He's
So
an action. But he does talk. The issue is he's not used to shouting at people and arranging them on the field. Even though as a captain you are supposed to do
You're
that.
supposed to do that. You remember there's Ramos Madrid.
Yeah.
Ramos will shout he will shout. You yourself, you know what you've done
You
is
would
wrong.
know, yeah.
So,
So I think in what I'm saying, if you are a captain, you should be a captain. You should be
yes,
vocal.
Vocal.
You should be able to arrange lines but I feel like with the presence of Thiago Silva in the team, James was kind of reserving himself. What if with the absence of Thiago Silva right now, he takes full responsibility?
Yes.
Because I could see that there was a relationship between he and Thiago. One of the very first red cards, the very first red card he had. You know, he walked to Thiago and was like, "I'm sorry." Like looking at the video, "I'm sorry." He apologized before he left the pitch. So I feel like with Thiago in the team, he was kind of giving him that kind of a leadership role. I feel like. So, but let's see what next season. But all in all, I would urge the coach to actually discipline them.
Yes.
If
Pochettino was not doing anything in terms of discipline.
That's 100%. They will
Because
not
how can you get 9 yellow cards without any foul? I mean, it's just sometimes you come and talk to the referee anyhow.
But which of our new signings are you excited about?
I'm excited about KDH.
Duisburg.
Yes.
I'm excited about him. And then I'm also excited about
The Tosin guy.
Tosin Adebayo.
Adarabioyo.
Okay.
You people should stop calling him Adebayo. It's Adarabioyo.
Adarabioyo.
Tosin.
Our Nigerian brothers, forgive us, but Adebayo has been in our list for a very long time, so it's like it's not our fault. So I'm looking at KDH, and then even Magu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The reason why he being a striker, I don't think they'll give him time to.
We just have to wait and see. Maybe.
I have a
have to wait
feeling
and
he'll
see.
go on loan.
You have a feeling he'll
Yeah,
go.
he'll go on
You,
loan.
you said
Because-
Estavao is not coming anytime
because-
soon.
Yeah, Estavao is not
If
coming now.
Because
we check
I'm really
our-
excited about that young chap, yeah?
Yeah,
Estavao, yeah.
He's
Like,
exciting.
crazy, yeah, he's
he's
very-
exciting.
Like, you know.
And
like,
one person we are
I think
all
he's that excitement we need in that squad.
absolutely look. We've all forgotten Angelo.
yes, Angelo is there.
We've all forgotten Angelo.
The reason
Currently,
why-
he's training with the team. You know, he was injured towards the last season ended.
If you check something about the squad, our forward, we have plenty forwarders. And Gil, I'm not sure he can even.
It all depends on how you prove
Fafana is
yourself.
still our player, right?
For me, I think,
Fafana, the striker.
yeah, I think
That
he's still
true?
there, he's still
That
there.
true is still there. Or
Yeah,
still
he's
there.
still there.
He's still there.
He's still there. Mm.
So preseason, we'll have that true. We'll have Jackson. We'll have Nkuku. We'll have like the names are there.
Yeah,
So Gil and he's now 18. So
Yeah.
there is more time.
He's now
No,
18,
but
but
for
don't
me,
be surprised.
that's what I'm saying.
He can pull some
It
tools
just
out.
depends on what you are able to do.
Premier League.
Because it's
it
not
will
about
be
it's,
hard.
it's not about it's
Premier
not
League.
about who is
You know,
who
we
is
have
old or
FA,
who is young.
we have a
or who has been
Carabao
there.
Cup.
If
We
this
have
guy
Conference
comes and
League.
he's able to, like, you know,
Oh, if he performs,
that's,
I'll be
that's the
happy.
point I'm
but
making. Yeah.
I'm not sure they will
We
even
have
give you
lots
the
of
time.
games to play.
Let's see.
We have lots of games
Preseason
to
is
play.
coming soon. We'll see how
You see,
things
and one
go.
thing, we shouldn't even believe in preseason. This
No,
guy,
but it's-
Poch made me just lose hope.
But this is not Poch. This is Maresca. So
Okay, we can.
let's see how things will go. All right, guys. Any last words? You have something to add?
Yeah. So let's look at something a lot of people are not realizing. Look, you see the management we have right now. They are not in for bad. Last season we had challenges with height.
Yes.
And if you see all the new signings, we are going for 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. So you can see that they actually
understand
know
the
what they are
business.
doing.
They
They
know
understand the
business, yeah.
assignment. And they are doing it. And now, let's look at our health department again. Fitness. They have changed a lot of things in there. And if you look at our gym, I know most of our Chelsea fans don't really stream around the Cobham trainings and whatever. There are a lot of new equipment again
Yes.
in the gym.
Other clubs, I learned it's rusted.
I mean,
Other clubs.
we are revamping the gym. We are revamping. A lot is going on. So like we should keep calm and watch Maresca. Look, the first season, it's a threat.
I'm just imagining if I were Maresca, like all eyes on you.
Yes, all
Yes.
eyes on him,
Like,
and I'm sure he's going to deliver it on
He
a
has the
silver
quality,
platter.
Pressure.
so he has to deliver.
Leicester was nowhere near
No,
where
but,
they are.
but you know the
Playing
the-
Leicester-
and you see it's more easier, like, you know, working with a team that has
Already
no
established.
expectation, right?
Yeah.
Because the expectation wasn't that, like,
Leicester will get there.
Like you get me. The
Okay.
expectation for Leicester wasn't that. It's just like you coming in on a low.
Yeah.
If you're able to go high,
high.
fine. If you're not able to,
Nobody
but this
cares.
is a club that, you know, expectations is always high.
Okay, so you are trying to tell me that maybe
Being in Leicester.
Arsenal in a Champions League final losing is not anything.
It's yes.
Something like that.
Yes.
Like they losing a Champions League final is not anything.
It's
Like
not a big
whatever.
deal.
Oh,
All right, guys. I think we have to go.
sensational.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the conversation, and leave us a like, leave a comment as well. What do you think about the Maresca's project, and what are some of the things that excites you about, you know, what is happening in the club right now and all of that? And we'll bring you another episode very soon. So make sure you subscribe. Until that episode, my name Prince, I'm done. Chelsea Prince. See you. Peace. We out.